Come fly with me, let's fly away.
If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay.
I hate this place. I don't know any of the people who lived here, but I think I would have hated them anyway. And to think I was in a good mood up until some guy in the dog head started lecturing me about Oh, whoa, what the fuck? Okay, is someone still in here? Hello? Anyone there? If you're a survivor, please say something now. But on the other hand, if you're a legionary, then feel free to go fuck yourself. Yeah, I am in a bad mood. I didn't think you would notice. I mean, talk about leaving a first impression. The NCR wasn't any good at this, but at least their version didn't involve nailing people to crosses. I mean, who the hell do they think they are? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, this looks familiar. Right, I don't know why anyone would think leaving an active landmine indoors is a good idea, but I'm not going to argue with explosives. Yeah, I probably won't find anything good there anyway. I'm not even sure why I'm in here, to be honest. I guess some part of me is clinging on to the possibility of finding survivors, but I'm not holding my breath. Credit where credit's due, those Legion guys are pretty thorough. And they're not gonna win most friendly faction of the year anytime soon, but they're efficient at what they do. Oh, for fuck's sake. One of these days, people will learn. Locking a wooden door that's over 200 years old isn't going to keep anybody out. It's just wasting everybody's time, really. And like I said before, it's just pointing out to people where you've stashed all the good stuff. What is this, a panic room? I guess nobody made it in here before the Legion attacked. Oh, no, my mistake. It's a drug den, of course. How silly of me. Every town has one. It's just a matter of how well it's hidden, I guess. Oh, what? What? Where? This better not be a joke, Eddie. I'm not in the mood for that, and you know it. Yeah, but what kind of movement are we talking about here? Human or, Dicks! Where the fuck did these guys come from? Okay, I don't think dogs are smart enough to set up an ambush this elaborate, but I'm going to take this as a sign that we should kill any dogs we come across from now on. I mean, unless you think there's a post-war version of animal rights activists, in which case I couldn't give a shit anyway. I don't think we need any more of these fuckers roaming around. Ah, now you wouldn't be saying that if you saw a man getting his throat torn out by a pack of these things, okay? Images like that will take more than a bullet to the head to wipe from my memory. Oh, guns. Now, let's see, we've got a revolver and I think this is another submachine gun. Wow, it's 10mm as well. Looks like that extra millimeter wasn't a wasted investment after all. It's not in great condition, but I'm sure I can find some replacement parts later. Besides, you've got a multi-tool, Eddie. You can help me out with this. What is your function anyway? What were you made to do? You don't know? Okay. Well then, you're gonna have to learn to adapt like everyone else. Oh wow, finally a hammer! Now my toolkit is complete. Yeah, when in doubt, use brute force. That's always an option. Okay, maybe not when operating high explosives, but those are exceptions to the rule. Or when you're performing surgery, I grant you that. Yeah, when threading a needle. Okay, I get it. It's not always a good idea, but it is the most gratifying way of doing things. You can't argue with that. Come on, let's keep moving. If I wanted to stay underground all day, I would be living in a vault. So, any more wildlife we need to put down? How did those dogs get in here anyway? Did they belong to the Legion? Shit, I hope they don't demand compensation for that. Cause I don't oh, son of a bitch! Back off, Fido! Back off! Sit, damn it, sit! Sit! That's better, good dog. Next time you get a treat. Seriously though, whoever trained those things must have been pretty harsh. I mean, he's basically removed their sense of self-preservation. I was pumping bullets into that thing for goodness sake, and it wasn't taking a hint. No, Eddie, you don't program dogs. They're not machines, okay? That's not how it works. I don't know. It's complicated. Alright, suffice to say, it involves a lot of throwing sticks. Of course not! Robots are much better! I mean, you can shoot lasers, for goodness sake. The only thing a dog can shoot is whatever it had for dinner the night before. And that's not really helpful in combat, is it? Now stop being so insecure. It's not like I'm gonna get a dog anytime soon. I have enough problems feeding the two of us. I don't need something else that can suck away caps like a black hole. Bottom line is, I'm not much of a dog person. There's nothing else in here except more dead bodies. Now that I think about it, I think that Legion guy was exaggerating. He's making it sound like there was no resistance, and that they just routed everyone to the center of town without trouble. Look, see, case in point, this woman managed to decapitate one of their dogs, minus one of her own legs. That is badass. And the Legion thinks women are inferior. I'd like to see one of them do something like that. I know I probably couldn't. And that viewpoint isn't even strategically sound. By excluding women, they've effectively alienated half of their population. So their army is only half as big as they would otherwise be. I don't know who this Caesar is exactly, but he must be an idiot. Oh, let me guess, more dogs. Oh, look, you're not going to get any leftovers from me, so don't even try.
Down, boy! You want some too?
Well, get in line, you're nothing special! I don't know about anyone else, but this is how I feed dogs. If all you want is for them to be quiet, then I find bullets a lot more effective than dog biscuits. To be fair, I can see why the Legion would use these things. They certainly do a good job of drawing attention. But mortality rates must be horrific. We've killed about 7 or 8 of them at least by now. Yeah, if the Legion comes looking for retribution for killing their beloved puppies, nothing in here, then we are more than a little bit screwed. Yeah, I don't think a bunch of murdering psychos like them would buy the whole self-defense thing. Man, this place is fucked up. I'm surprised this building is still standing after all these years. So much of it is made of wood as well. Yeah, I guess woodworms didn't survive the war. It doesn't stop carpenters from complaining about it though. Old habits die hard, I guess. Ooh, sunglasses. Yoink. No, you see, unlike that sniper lady, I'm not going to be wearing these while I'm aiming down a bloody scope. I've got nothing against sunglasses, but there's a time and a place to wear them. If I could have your attention, please. On today's agenda, we're going to discuss how to stay alive. Well, it's a bit late, Mr. Mayor. If we invested in automated gun turrets like I suggested last meeting, most of us would still be among the living. Yeah, if only every meeting is as interesting as that. I bet most of the time they would just talk about where to get more coffee. Hell, the Legion attack was probably the most exciting thing that happened to this place in a while. Too bad it ended in the death or enslavement of everybody living here. What slaves? Oh, you mean the ones that Powderganger was talking about. I don't know, Eddie. I'd like to teach those guys a lesson, sure, but I'm not ready to declare war on the Legion just yet. I mean, I just woke up from a coma. I don't really want to experience it again, not even for the sake of nostalgia. Especially considering I only just woke up this morning, so the nostalgia factor isn't even there yet. Yeah, I probably could have picked that lock, but there are 2 good reasons why I didn't. 1, I couldn't be bothered, and 2... Actually, there isn't a second reason. Look, I'll save my lockpicks for something I can't get through with a bullet, okay? Is this supposed to be a data storage room? If so, the secretary should be fired. I mean, just look at the state of this place. Nope, nothing good in here. Are you still banging on about those slaves? Look, I'll go and report their position to the NCR if it'll make you feel better. Although, considering how they can't even send troops down here to investigate, then I really don't expect them to do anything about it. Damn it, there is nothing good in these cabinets. My theory about there being good shit behind every locked door is starting to fall apart here. Give me something at least. Oh yeah, great. A stack of almost useless pre-war money. Thanks for answering my requests, almighty God. This is why I'm an atheist. Even if God exists, he clearly doesn't like us very much. Otherwise, the nuclear war wouldn't have happened. So in other words, he either doesn't exist, or he just wants us all to go fuck ourselves. Well, guess what? The feeling's mutual. Okay, if there's nothing good in the mayor's office, then I'm just gonna leave. I guess the dogs didn't get this far in. That reminds me, the whole Legion guy with the dog's head thing sounds a bit familiar. I think there's... Oh, hello. A laser pistol? Ha, this guy was doing pretty well for himself. What's this? Let's see... Future weapons today. Ha, looks like we got ourselves an energy weapon enthusiast over here. That explains the laser pistol. Bobby pins, always useful. You see, I do try to pick locks every now and again. I'm not lazy, I'm just pragmatic. Here's some more of them, in fact. I love how you don't like it when I'm stealing shit, yet you're encouraging me to be more proficient in lockpicking. Make up your bloody mind. You either want me to become a thieving scumbag, or you don't. What's this? Big Book of Science? Okay, maybe I'm not giving this mayor enough credit. He's certainly got a lust for knowledge, I suppose. And yet he was still stupid enough to make a deal with the Legion. And he didn't even put a password on his computer. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way. Last time I used the computer, I accidentally nuked a city. Whoever made that screensaver was pretty tasteless. Yeah, I have no idea what that meant. I don't hear sirens going off, so we're okay for now. Oh, it's a journal. So, let's see. Tony was kind enough to build this terminal and set it up for me. Over 30 caps worth of Rosie? Okay. Life of a mayor suits me just well. Yeah. I'm making plenty of caps right here of Rosie and Sylvia. Oh, right, so this guy was a mayor and a pimp. Yeah, I don't need to read the rest of this. A guy can only vomit so many times in one day. Why was that labeled prison break? That Tony clearly didn't do a good job debugging this thing. A promising development, if I do say so myself. It seems things went to hell at the NCR correctional facility north of here, and the escaped prisoners are roaming free. A promising development? Ha! I bet this guy would look at a bunch of dead children and say, that's a lovely imagery. Can someone take a picture and frame it on my wall? I can hardly believe my luck. Wait a minute, this sounds familiar. This is Mayor Stein's journal, isn't it? Yeah, it's the same one I found in the gas station. And this Mr. Fox guy, he was that Legion dude with the dog head. Damn it, that means I can't blackmail the mayor anymore. A, because Mr. Fox wasn't a homosexual prostitute, and B, the mayor is dead anyway. That's just another reason why I should hunt that guy down. Of course, it'll be funny though. After all the evil things those legionaries did, it turns out the guy who killed them did it for completely trivial reasons. That would piss off the NCR politicians, I can tell you that much. At the end of the day, is there a higher calling than winding up a bunch of politicians and historians? Why did the Courier destroy the Legion, Daddy? Was it to show that freedom and justice will always prevail? No, son, they insulted his mother and stole his change. The moral of the story? Don't fuck with me. What is that? Orange flavored Nuka-Cola? What the hell are these? Buff out? Man, if I was a drug addict, I would be spoiled for choice right now. Normally, I would be disturbed to find illegal substances in the possession of someone in authority. But I'm honestly not surprised anymore. I mean, I found drugs in a schoolhouse, for goodness sake. It's kind of hard to top that. Not unless they're literally feeding newborn babies with this shit. Whoa, look at all that ammo. What kind of mayor has a personal armory? Actually, that's a stupid question. Considering all the shady stuff this guy's been up to, I'm surprised he doesn't have even more guns. It didn't do him any good, I suppose. He's still dead. Yeah, fine. I'm done stealing shit. Let's get out of here before you blow a fuse or something. How long ago were you made? I mean, are you honestly not used to seeing people looting things? That's literally part of everyday life now. Don't tell me you were made by one of those politically correct idiots who knows less about the real world than a piece of old carpet. Okay, sorry, God. Didn't mean to hit a nerve or a circuit or whatever. We're leaving, okay? We're leaving. I'm getting sick of this place anyway. It's not like we're gonna be the last people to loot this place either. Once the word gets out, prospectors will come and pick this place clean, right down to the floorboards. If anyone ever tried to resettle this place, they would probably have to start from scratch. Man, that sniper lady isn't going to like this piece of news. I would reassure her by showing you what a bunch of dickheads these guys were, but something tells me she's too cynical to buy that. I'm surprised the NCR didn't have some troops set up here permanently. You might think that would be illegal, but if I was the mayor, I would actually request some protection. This place is right between the NCR outpost and the Legion territory, for goodness sake. So talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. Come to think of it, what the hell did that mayor think would happen even if the deal went according to plan? The NCR would just sack the whole town and remove him from office once they found out what happened. Oh yes, of course. These guys. Yeah, Lady Luck really didn't like the looks of you, did she? Next time you choose to act like dickheads, just spend one more minute thinking about it, okay? Trust me, it could make a world of difference. See you in hell. What? How was I supposed to cut them down? I don't see a ladder, do you? Besides, they're near death already. Do a scan of them if you want, you know I'm right. Yeah, I thought as much. In any case, what am I supposed to do once I get them down? I don't think the Mojave Outpost even have a proper medical facility. And besides, I can barely keep myself alive. How am I supposed to look after a bunch of near-death crucified people? True, we don't know how long they've been up there, but considering how those guys didn't even try to protest, I don't think they have much time left anyway. They're all powder gangers too. You didn't have a problem with killing them before. Trust me, this is a less painful way to go. My conscience is clear, motherfucker. How do I sleep at night? With a campfire and 2 shots of vodka, how the fuck do you think?